Put your head on my...
It's for everybody else, but it's for the basement, and I do this really just for me.
Oh, okay, all right, good.
I just record it so everybody else gets a little bit of the
Okay, perfect.
knowledge too.
I love it.
It's called the Coffee First Podcast.
The Coffee First Podcast.
I do it like 4 different creators on here.
Okay.
So I like to get people with that creative energy to get on here.
Got it.
The main question I ask every creator is, what's your morning routine? Because I feel like that's important.
Oh God. Okay. Is that?
What's your morning routine?
What's my morning routine?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I probably need a better morning routine as you put me on the spot. My morning routine consists of a lot of groans and moans to get up in the morning.
Be like that.
But I did for a long time, not until fairly recently did I change this routine. I used to have a 5, 5, and 5.
What's that?
So I would get up, 5 minutes of just quiet contemplation. Just, okay, I'm awake, I'm aware, my space, feeling the space. 5 minutes of intentional writing. Some kind of focused writing about anything, whatever comes to mind in that particular moment. And then 5 minutes of setting the intention for the day. What do I want it to be? What kind of day do I want? Who do I want to be? How do I want to encounter people, experiences, and things? For 10 years I did that as a morning practice. Here recently that has faded away, I think, as an invitation for me to find another practice.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of I recently moved, so my routine has been disrupted, but maybe for a good thing, so.
It's like that.
Yeah.
That's a nice routine. I might have to start that routine.
Someone told me, a woman, August Gold is a speaker, kind of, this is not mine, I did not think of it. She 555. 5, just silence.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start that.
Yeah.
That is the hardest part, is getting actually up and awake. That part, so that 5 minutes of getting up and like being like, all right, I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
That will help.
I'm a morning person, so I do like the morning. After that, I try to spend a lot of time with myself, a little bit, as much as possible.
Yeah.
To kind of get it moving. But that's a good question. What's my morning routine?
So, talk about this space, this church.
This place, Cameron Church. It's about 130 years old. Okay. Sat right here on this corner, the inside. Well, not exactly. If you look outside, there's a little building right next to us over there that looks kind of like a church. That's what originally started. That's the original church. Okay. And then they were there in that church for about 2 or 3 years, and then they built this church. It is the longest running operational Methodist church in South Denver.
That's cool.
And so it's part of United Methodist system of churches. This particular church is pretty unique. It always has been. The architecture is unique in here. It's called Akron architecture.
It is.
That's what it's called. As you notice, like normal churches would have a center aisle down the middle. This doesn't intentionally. It's meant so that everyone can see everyone. And the sight lines are all there because it's meant to be more of a communal kind of space. Yeah. So you can kind of tell that. The acoustics are really live in here. And that was often, for congregational singing, all kinds of things. Started in this building, Swallow Hill Music. I don't know if you know that, which is out on Broadway. They started here. This has been a church that has long been rooted in arts of some kind. Music, visual arts, all kinds of things. The whole congregation is filled with artists in a way. And that's cool. For the last 40 years it's been that way. And ministers have just come that have kind of fallen in line with that in a way. And so when I got here, we spent a whole year kind of discerning who we were going to be. Because I think churches are in a kind of place. What is church anyways today? Most people don't find themselves needing a place like this. Because for a lot of different reasons. Church serves a different purpose.
Yeah, it's been shifted. The meaning of it has definitely changed from when I was born in the 90s, late 90s, and now
Yeah.
to where I'm just looking at my brother and my cousins, and I'm like, yeah, this is a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of that's because people are like, we're not dealing with that bullshit no more.
Yeah.
A lot of been in church, a lot of church hurt, a lot of church harm. But this church has been a progressive church for pretty much its entire existence.
What do you say makes this different? This church different?
I think it has, not to sound like a broken record, but arts being as a focus, I think in general just creates a different dynamic and atmosphere.
Yes.
It brings people together in a way art and music does that allows some of those tensions and barrier points go away. When you're singing together, people don't really care about whether you're gay or straight, black or white. It's about notes and harmony and music and listening to each other.
It's just connecting.
Connecting. And I think a church that has arts lean in differently, they listen different, they connect different. And I think that is a thing that runs through this church. I say all the time, we are a love-centered, justice-seeking church. This church has always been someone, not just when justice needs to happen, they're seeking it. Yeah. How do we be out there in the streets? And that has just kind of been a way kind of brought people here. That's kind of what is unique to a lot of different kind of churches that are out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Ways.
Because some are still in those old ways of learning.
Oh, very much so.
And dove deeper into it now. So to have a spot where actual creativity is the spot where you connect and you just see and connect and keep connecting through a spiritual and holistic way. Is definitely
that is definitely it. My goal has always been when I moved here from New York City about 3 years ago to come to the Iliff School of Theology. Familiar with that? Extremely progressive, liberal seminary here, right out adjacent to DU's campus. And my whole goal has been about how do we reclaim and reimagine Christian faith in church? How do we? The idea that you do not have to believe in your grandmother's God.
That is true. That is so true.
You just don't have to.
That is so true.
In the Jewish faith, they say every generation has to renegotiate their relationship with God.
Yeah.
We don't really do that in the Christian faith, but we think
he's the same as when grandma was growing up. And if we don't live that way as grandma was growing up, then we're all sinners.
No, that was for your grandma. Times change. God changes.
Yes.
The energy changes. The frequency changes.
Yes.
And what's needed for the time. And so I am shocked sometimes to think about a lot of folks don't think progressive churches like this exist. I sometimes that's a little shocking to me because I've just spent my life in churches that are like this. I just would never think about going to a church. Oh yeah. Huh. Part of it is when you were really young, I grew up in a small rural community in Ohio. Yeah. So when you know you're gay or different very early, you're already doing things in your mind to figure out, that don't sound right, that can't be right. Yeah. I don't believe that. So I just decided very early in my life, I am never gonna sit in a church and someone telling me that I'm horrible.
Sinner,
that is crazy.
Bro, chill.
Yes.
Like, chill. And they sinning like right when they leave.
Right. Well, that too. You
can't call somebody that and then you do it like.
Let those without sin cast the first stone. I never believed in a God like that. Nor why would we have a God that would create his creations to be and then hate his creations?
Yeah.
That just sounds silly to me. So I just never bought into that. Yeah. And would never sit in a church like that. But I recognize most people, that may be their experience with church. That's like even this whole basement thing that started downstairs. When I met Q, and it was just like, a lot of folks were just like, we do not want to be at a church. But why are we going to a church? This is not going to work. And I was just like, come try this place out. This is not like any other thing. This is not your grandma's church. This don't have to be. This could be whatever you want it to be. It's your church. Mm-hmm.
And it's not like any other open mic. It's like an open mic where you feel the respect right when you walk in. Like, all right, cool. They're here to see who's on stage. They're here to support an artist.
And I mean it when I say like, this is where you practice. You don't start loving. You better not get into a thing and figure out how to love. You better practice love. We need to, Bell Hooks said we don't have love schools. That's why it's hard to teach people. We think love is a natural, intuitive thing. No. It's got to be, it's hard and hard work and hard to do.
That is
You got to practice love. Things like downstairs is where we practice love. Practice how you talk to people. Yeah. Practice how we engage with people. Yeah. Practice how we disagree with people. What does love look like showing up? Yeah, that is paying for somebody's meal. That is paying for somebody's rent. That is what we're living in this world. People think the world is falling apart. I'm like, thanks be to God, finally this world is falling away.
Yeah, because once it falls away, you're gonna see how strong the love is.
That is exactly
how strong.
Right.
Who's around you? That's really around you. Who's really
it.
Loves you, you know?
Who loves you? How do they love you?
You can't find that in comfort all the time.
It's hard to find in
You're
comfort.
gonna find people that have that fake love a lot in comfort.
It's about when the rubber meets the road, when you need people. Love is action.
That's gonna show. Like,
yes.
Say you get that flat tire and call that homie that you always
from across town who's willing to go.
Nah, bro, I'm not ready.
That should tell us something.
Yeah.
And in these moments, invite people. Maybe you're not the best lover. You can become a better lover. Let's figure out how to become a better lover.
That's the road that I'm on.
Yeah.
I thought I was a good lover until I found out I have a lot more work to do. So, yeah, that's the road.
And that's not an indictment. That's an invitation from the universe.
Yeah. I'm like, all right. I thought, I'm not?
I'm not.
Well, how can I be?
How can I be?
You know?
Yeah, right. And that only comes in community. You got to be outside of yourself. There got to be someone else to help us see that.
That's true.
So we hope Cameron is that kind of place where we're learning how to love better and how to love more. And
the 9 months that I've been here, I haven't been upstairs, but definitely this is a nice spot. Like,
you got to come.
I've seen the basement. I've seen up here now. Yeah, this is a nice spot.
You got to come.
But the music classes they have before. I got here early just to see what was going on there. But it's
kids music.
Nice.
There's music teacher upstairs that had classes.
Everything that I hear about it too. Yeah, it's nice. It's a cool spot.
This is and it's not even. I am a steward in a long group of people that I've gotten to be. I count it a privilege to be here to do these kind of things, to get to be a part of this history. 130 years. I get to just do my part. To keep this link together as long as I'm here. So it's exciting to me.
So what would you tell somebody who is spiritual, but on a spiritual journey? Not really religious, but on a spiritual journey.
I don't know if I'm religious. We're all on the spiritual. We are all spiritual beings.
It's just guidance.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, I do not care what you believe.
Yeah.
You come here. I don't care who you love, what you believe, what you struggle to believe. Doesn't matter. We are all merely on this journey together. I'm walking alongside people just to figure it out just like everyone else. So there are churches, yes, where you need to be religious to go. Cameron is not one of them churches. And I think you can find, I am a seeker. As much as I am tragically Methodist and a pastor, I'm a seeker of knowledge. I'm someone that knows that if you believe in God, that God is not through speaking, however that is, or that energy that is there is always virgin. It's always new every time we encounter it. So I say, go, seek it out. Seek out Cameron. Come to Cameron. If you come to Cameron, this is not a plug to get people to come to Cameron either. Because, I don't really care. To me, when I say that, I'm like, people that are going to come here are going to come here. But I'm saying, you don't have to be religious. I don't care what you know about the Bible. I don't care. That does not matter to me at all. It is about where your heart is. Yeah. That we are all on this spiritual journey. We are souls with bodies, not bodies with souls. So we have to remember that. And I remember that all the time.
That was a bar.
Yeah, that is the truth.
Yeah, that's nice.
Do I need to prove that in the Bible? I don't care if the Bible doesn't say that. I know that to be fact.
That's a fact.
This is technology. These bodies are technologies that house this ancient, all-powerful, all-knowing, God-like energy forces within it.
We're just in a different body.
That's it. From the same source. Yeah. From the same thing. We don't like to talk that, especially in Christianity. It gets a little funny, but who's going to stop me from talking it? So it's like, we are gods. We are gods. We are from the same exact source.
We are.
And we are here in this very dense world for a short period, this school called Earth. And we need a technology to have us be here. That is our bodies.
Yeah.
But we should not forget. There's for folks born in the 70s, is a thing called the Course in Miracles. Everyone should look at this. Course in Miracles. And the Course in Miracles says, all of life's disease and dis-ease is that we have moved far away from or forgotten who we originally are. Our one true task is to remember, to reclaim who we originally are. And for some reason, we forget we are the source from the source when we come into this dense world. Maybe we need to forget. But our task is to remember. And spaces like Cameron help us to remember who we are. Yeah. And that we are, however you want to put it in Christian language, we are we are divine heirs, if you want to put it in Christian language. Or we are from that same source. We are stardust, whatever you want to say. Yeah. We are from that same, and when we align with that energy, that frequency of life, it all matter. I'm a big science of the mind kind of person, so I'm a big science person. We're no different than this chair and all of that. Yeah. It is trying to get in that frequency, to remember what that frequency is, tuning in to that. And when that happens, our lives open up. Yeah. That's what Cameron's about. Now that's what church should be about.
We are just humans. We need to find the Lord to guide us, because we are just humans. There's only so much we can do.
That's it.
And we have to realize there's only so much we can do.
And we don't have to do it right.
We can ask for
help. We can tap into that. Yeah. And if that ask of help is, your understanding of that is God the Father in heaven, that is fine if that's the way in which you construct that. Or tapping into that divine is to that frequency. We're finding that, hearing that, honing that in. That's what I'm about in this as a pastor. How do we live our best lives here? You
sound like a community leader and a pastor, though. Just the way you speak and just the way you talk.
I guess it's all one and the same, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's all what,
a pastor runs a church.
Yes.
I feel like you're trying to run a community.
Am I trying to run a community?
Like, you sound like
I'm trying to be on a movement of people.
Like you want to be a community leader that is a pastor. Well,
my community is Cameron at this moment in time. Yeah. But my goal is, I think this is a message that goes beyond these pews.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean.
That's all respect too, because there's people that just speak like a pastor. Yeah. And they just have that speak. But you have that. I could tell you have that, but you have that community leader behind you.
Well, one of the things that I said earlier, I'm tragically Methodist. Part of Methodist theology is not just about, most pastors talk about personal piety. How do we become good people so we can go to heaven? Well, that's ridiculous. We in Methodism believe in social holiness, that our job, by becoming better people, our community becomes better. Mm-hmm. There is no holiness without social holiness. Mm-hmm. There is no personal holiness while people rot in prison. Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous. It should draw us to be better people, to be better communities. What good is Cameron to be a good church if right outside its doors is falling to pieces? Yeah. That doesn't make no sense to me. That's true. So maybe I am, part of it is because I am queer, because I'm black. Maybe that's why, it sounds differently, maybe than other people. Yeah, to be a pastor is to be concerned with, I say often, I not only serve Cameron Church, but the Platt Park neighborhood. Yeah. Whether they come to this, I don't care whether you come to Cameron or not, or if you're a member of Cameron, I want to be the pastor of this entire community. Yeah. I'm just as concerned whether you come here or not. The people that are downstairs at the basement, I tell everyone, I don't care if they never come to Sunday morning or not. To me, this is another service. Mm-hmm. And I'm concerned about their well-being. I consider them, I'm their pastor just like everybody else.
They see you still giving them your energy.
Yeah. So I mean, that's how I think about that. The people that are in this building are in this building. But I think about all the people who aren't, who need a message, who need encouragement.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So,
that's cool, man. That's cool. Okay.
Good.
Shout out the church, where it's located.
Okay.
And no promo on it.
Cameron Church. We're located on the corner of Iowa and Pearl Street, right at the dead center in the Pearl Street Business District, in the Platt Park neighborhood. Join us. We have services at 9 a.m. I know, it's early. 9 a.m., but they have the largest farmers market in all the city right out here every Sunday. Right here if you have not been to the farmers market, come see us at 9. It'll be 10 o'clock in a month, but at 9 o'clock right now, and then go to the farmers market. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
It's Coffee First Podcast.
Yeah.
Know what you need, new effort every day. One step closer to heal yourself spiritually, holistically, through creativity. Make it happen.
Put your hand